Okay, hello everyone. It's Solomon Kabungo. Today we will be going through how one can get started in creating a translation baseline for his local language. So maybe you have heard of Masakhane, maybe through our paper or through a tweet or something, and you are really interested on how you can get involved. So one of the quickest way to get involved currently is coming up with a notebook that will create a baseline, a translation baseline for your language. And this is basically how myself I got involved. There has been a lot of interest recently, a lot of people trying to get started, but this may be totally new for you, but you have the will to learn, and you are interested in creating something and allowing your language to be able to be used, or for other people to be able to get information in your local language. So this is why we are doing this live creation of the translation baseline. I'm not alone today. With me on the other side is Salomey OSEI. She will introduce herself very soon. And together we will be going through the starter notebook for the Masakhane machine translation project. And you may be interested in other language which is different from Salomey language or my language. But the good news is that you can just follow along what we will be doing with Salomey, and that would be helpful for you to catch up and to be able to submit and contribute your first notebook for the Masakhane project if you're interested. So let's quickly go back to Zoom and go back to Salomey. Here is Salomey, and Salomey, nice to see you. You are muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Nice to see you, Solomon.
Okay, great. So can you just introduce yourself to people that may be watching this video later on?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Salomey OSEI. I'm a Ghanaian, and I joined Masakhane to be able to translate my local languages, which is I speak Chi, Fanti. So but today our example will be Chi. Chi is spoken by the Ashanti region, the people of the Ashanti region in Ghana, and I think most of the people in Ghana also speak this dialect that I'm talking about. So I would like to speak a little bit of Chi to make the video very interesting. Enti mesibi e Ghana ni me postu ya na me madwin na ne se me kom kasa me kama which me ama area sinina na se bia o se kasa me kasa na which me eti asie wo obi fufuro so kasa ma obi to me enya sa translation. So
Wow, that's interesting. I have no idea what you were talking about. But the good news is that maybe the translation will create in the future speech recognition or something. I think that Jade is listening to this. We need to find a solution for this, because as Salomey was speaking, I didn't get anything. So let's hope that the Masakhane let's hope that Masakhane will reach a level where we can translate the speech directly. Okay, anyway, so we get started first. Let me give you a kind of overview of our current repository. There has been some restricting. We just changed the configuration of the Masakhane GitHub. It's accessible for everyone. You can see. I think Salomey can see my screen. I will have to share my screen so that she can follow along. Let me just do it quickly. Let's hope that it will not conflict. Salomey, can you see my screen now? You are muted?
sure, I can see your screen.
Great. Okay, Salomey, I'm going to pause the video. I need to check that your voice is getting into the app so that we finish and nothing happens. So we may need to come back again. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I just have to pause it. And okay, so as I said, we are going to just have a quick overview of the GitHub of the Masakhane project. So this is our GitHub. Currently, you can access it easily. This is the link. I think that I will put it in the YouTube description of the video. So just github.com/masakhane.io, and yeah, so we have a website that you can find here, www.masakhane.io, where there is much more detail on what is the initiative for, and what the meaning of Masakhane, and why Masakhane, why we did get started on it, what is the motivation. So we'll not get back into that. You can spend some time on reading this website. You can go to the community as well to find out people that are in the community that are currently developing or working on some specific language. Here I think this is me, okay, and this is Espoir, and yeah, we have some. Sorry, there's kind of a noise. I don't know where it comes from. Sorry for that. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So those are the people that are working. Salome, can we hear the same song with me? It's outside.
Oh yes, I think people are working right behind us.
Oh, okay, great. Sorry for that. Okay, so those are the people that are working in the community. So let me go back to the GitHub place. So this is the Masakhane machine translation main repository, and what you need to do first when you get started with this is, after checking the website, is going to the machine translation main repository. So, and there are a couple of information here about the goal, and kind of the same thing that is on the website, but what we will be focusing our effort today is how can I contribute. So there are a description on how to contribute. You can also have a look at it, but we will jump quickly together with Salome on how can you use our example notebook to train your own local language as to submit your first baseline. So how do you get started? So there is this example notebook, which is a starter notebook for English to Zulu translation. But we will be using this notebook with Salome, but we will be using it for English and Twi. Salome, did I say it correctly? Is it Twi or?
I think that the pronunciation, I have to give you some before you say well.
Okay.
Anyway, it's Twi.
Twi. Okay, thank you. Sorry for not pronouncing correctly your language. So we will be using this one. So, but before that, what Salome needs to do is going directly to this Masakhane machine translation GitHub. So Salome, can you get access to this? I'm just going to drop you this link on your Zoom chat straight away. So just go to this link, and if possible, that you share your screen so that we can follow along what is going on. I'm going to stop my sharing screen now. So can you share your screen and just go to the link? Because what you need to do now, there's a different way of doing this, but we are going to do this way. You need to go to the link and fork the repository. What does it mean to fork a repository? Is to create your own version of this repository, because as it is currently, it's only people that are member of the community that are able to push on that repository, because definitely if you are trying to get started with a language, you are new and you don't have a right to push on such a repository. So the first step, as I was saying, Salome need to go to the link that I just sent to have via Zoom, and you go to fork. Can you share your screen, Salome? We can't hear you.
I'm trying to share my screen,
okay,
but it's not possible. It cannot.
Or maybe because I need to give you some kind. I don't know this Zoom. I want to make you allow record. Let me make you a host. Let's hope that it will not. Try now. Can you try now?
Okay. same message.
What is the message?
Cannot start share. We only support Wayland on no with 17 and above.
Oh, so I see it's your version of Linux that cannot share. Okay, so how can we go about doing this? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. I think that we have the GitHub now. Salome is able to share screen. So can you now go to fork? Can you fork this repository? Right. So basically, what is going on is you are creating your own version of the Masakhane machine translation repository. Yeah. Cool. So you can see now that the Masakhane machine translation is under Salomey OSEI. So that's a good news. And let's now get started. The first step now is can you go down, Salome? Because we are interested on getting started with the starter notebook. You just go down again up to where they are talking about the starter notebook. Just go down. I'll tell you where to stop. Yes, up to there. Go up a little bit. Yes. So you can see in under point 2, just check out the spreadsheet to see if your language is features done. So we should don't click there yet. So the idea here is we are using the GW300, GW, which means Jehovah's Witness. So this is the data set that the Jehovah's Witness I think have put together. It basically Bible translation from different languages. So this is the main data set that we are using as Masakhane currently, and there is a lot of language that has been featured and are inside this data set, but there are some languages of course also that are not inside. Yeah, so if you check, as we will be checking very soon, and your language is not there, don't worry. You can try to join our Slack, and we have some other alternative on how to catch up and to be able to do something even if your language is not inside the GW300. So Salome, can you click now on the link below where it is written Opus NLP GW300 PHP? So just open that website. So this is the GW300 website where there is all those languages. So I would like you to go to language JSON. In the download section, there is a language JSON. Can you see it? Down? Yeah, here you go. Okay. So basically, this file contains the lists of languages. Why are we doing this one? It's because when we will get back to the GitHub and to the notebook, you will find out that you will need to know the prefix of your language in order to put it in the notebook, because the way we structure the notebook is such a way that you know that the source language is English, but the target language may be Chiluba, like in my case, because my contribution was creating a baseline from home. Finally, there's no noise. That's very cool. We are very sorry for that. Yeah. So I contributed from English to Chiluba, and Salome will be doing from English to a language. And the reason we are looking to the language JSON is to get the prefix of that language. Can you click on it again? Because it looks like it didn't go through. Great. So this is the list of language. You can see that it's very messy. We cannot be checking. Can you do Control F and try to write the first 2 letters of your language just to go quickly? Yeah. Great. So fortunately, we have. I don't want to pronounce it badly again. Your language. So you can. That's saying it yourself. So you can see that the detail of that, the language short is TW. Can you see that, Salome? If you look at it, yeah, you see TW. So just keep that in mind, and open a new tab close by, and open Colab. So what we are going to do, not just, yeah, great, that there, and go to Colab. So what we are going to do, because now Salomey has access to you know, to Colab, to that repository, we are going to access Colab, open Colab, so that you can go to your GitHub from Colab. We can start training your first model. Yeah, it's great. Okay. So go to File, Open. I think this is the last file of Salomey, so it may be something different from your side. You go to Open Notebook. Great. And you go to from GitHub. It's like the other side. Yeah, great. And in the search, just type Salomey. I think your GitHub username is Salomey. Yeah. Confirm. Is it Salomey or say Salomey? So it depends. Depending to everyone, but I think Salomey should be, I don't know. Just confirm and let's see if it will find it. Enter. Just click on enter. Could not find Salomey OSEI. Yeah, great. So this is computer vision. We are not in computer vision. Can we change the repository name? Masakhane, yeah, machine translation. Great. So GitHub has this, Colab has this functionality that allow you to just, start working on your repository directly from Colab. So we're going to look at the starter notebook. There's a lot of starter notebook from a lot of people in the community, but we are going to look the one in the main folder. So you can see this one is IFI English. Just scroll down unless you see until you see the starter notebook. Don't check the benchmark, just go down. It's too much benchmark, and it's a good sign. Yeah, no, started, not that one, the one down. Yeah, don't click on it, click to open it from, just go to your right side. Yeah, open a new tab, that's better. Yeah, so that if it is not that, you can get back to that. Now go to that new tab and let's see. No, leave it like that. Just go shift to the new tab. Yeah. Are you able to do that? Yeah, that tab that you just opened. Yeah, great. So here it is. You can try to connect your runtime, and the technical part of this notebook, because we are using the Joey neural machine translation to be able to run a transformer model that will be able to provide a baseline translation. And you can see the detail on it. Basically, the notebook has been set in such a way that it's self-explanatory. So you can there are some places where they ask you to change the target language, to change some stuff. So you can see that it takes around 7 hours to run Colab. Definitely this video will not hold 8 hours or so. So this will be only for some few hours. I think we will have to stop the video after the notebook is done and get back to you so that you can see how it looks like after the model is finished training. So, Salomey, are you connected on your runtime?
Yes, I am.
Okay, are you on GPU? This is very important to check. Can you change the runtime to GPU? Okay, you're on GPU already, but just change it so that others can know how to do that. Can you go to runtime? Yeah, change runtime.
Hi.
Yeah.
So GPU.
Okay. Great. There's a kind of noise again. Okay, it's okay now. Okay, so can you go down now? Start running the first cell. Yeah, wait. Here first, the first set that we're running is you are connecting the runtime of this notebook that we are running on your personal drive. So the point is, when we will start running, some result of the model will be stored automatically on your Google Drive. So this is important to make sure that the content is safely saved, because as you know, Colab cannot save stuff for very long. It's just temporary storage. If the session restarts, you lose everything. That's why we are storing some of the content of the training process inside your personal drive. Can you run that code and give Colab the authorization to access your Google account? Yeah. Great. So you copy that code back. Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get back to
it. Yeah.
That's how. So I paste the link here and I click enter.
Great. So now basically by doing that, you connected your runtime. You allowed Colab to be able to save stuff on your drive. So, but now this is where the first to do starts. You can see in the next cell there is a to do, which says that set your source and your target language. Keep in mind the traditional use of language code. Yeah. Hola. There is a noise again. Sorry for that. So do you remember the short language name for your language? Can you change it?
Yes,
yeah.
TW.
Okay, change it there. Remove. No, not that one. That one is the source language, which will stay always English because we are.
So the target.
Yeah, the target language. Yeah. Great. So run the cell. Okay. Next one. So those cells is just to make sure that you can because what we did basically inside the Google Drive, we created a new folder that is called Masakhane, and inside that folder there is a new subfolder that is called English to TW baseline, and we are doing echo to just trying to make sure that the folder was perfectly created. We're just trying to make sure that the connection was made. So now we are installing some packages. Just run the two cells, the one you are on and the next one. Okay, downloading the stuff. Can you scroll down? I want to see what is down. Okay, here there is nothing you're supposed to change. Just trying to set the environment as this need to be done for the task that we'll be doing later. Run again that step again. So what we need to find out that we are using a lot of scripts. So basically, because we have set the target and the source language, it is automatically taken into account. When you change it on top, everything is managed for you, so you don't need to worry about it. Run again the next one. I think it's still running. So yeah, you can scroll down a little bit as the first one is finishing. So now what is going on is we are now trying to download from GW300 the data with the source in English. If you can see, there is $SRC, which is actually telling go to GW300. You don't need to understand all of this, definitely. You just need to make it run. I remember the first time I ran this myself, I didn't understand anything. So it was just, following the instruction on the notebook and running it. So, but today I understand pretty much of what is going on here. So don't feel intimidated if you are looking at the code, that there are some dollars, some symbols that you don't understand. Yeah, that's normal. So don't feel frustrated or that's not a problem. So it's taking a while to download. That's kind of normal. And let's wait it download. Yeah. So Salome, as it is running, what is your experience so far?
For Masakhane?
Yeah, Masakhane in general, and like the process that we have been going through up to now. You are basically now trying to download data from which is like the parallel corpuses, because if you know a little bit about machine learning, we are trying to do supervised learning, and we need to have some target and some source so that we can train a model that will be able to to learn in a supervised way. So, what is your experience so far? Is it easy? I know that you are a machine learning expert, by the way, but yeah, just try to. What do you think about the process?
Okay, so far so good. I make sure that I didn't go to the GitHub repository to try to look at the code before this video, so that I look like I don't know anything. And so far, it's working.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's great. So can you run the next step? I think that the downloading is finished. Okay, great. Now, what we need to do now is just have a look at the data. I think Salome, you will confirm to us if everything went successfully, because you have something in English and something in your language. Can you run that cell so that we can see the Panda result? So, because we kind of create a data frame, and we'll just display the three first entry of our data frame, just to try to compare that the downloaded process went on correctly, and the data that we have downloaded is exactly from English to Twi. Let's hope that by the end of this video, I will know how to pronounce the language. Just bear it with me. Okay.
You've been in Ghana. You've been eating fufu. You should be able to pronounce it.
You know.
By the way, what do you know in Chi?
I know Safumami.
Okay. What does it mean?
Okay, let's continue. Let's continue first. So, can you confirm this?
Okay, so, oh Jehovah, keep my young girl faithful. Oh Yehovah, Boame. Babia Kumayi Mahun. In fact, she is difficult.
Really?
Can we go to the second one? Yes!
Mm-hmm.
There's the one that we speak frequently, which is like pigeon tree, and
Okay.
there's the typical tree.
Okay.
Yes, so I was born in 1930 in Asles, France, into something. Wawome to Ebusia, Wunim, Ajuni, Dimuwo. You see?
Yeah. But
So by the
does
way,
it make sense?
It's okay. Yes, it makes sense.
Do we need some other example, or that's okay? Do we need maybe to add some example, or that's fine?
No, that's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
For now, it's okay. It's just that she is difficult.
Yeah. So how were you expecting me to give you the meaning of Safmami? If yourself you are Ghanaian, you say Twizy.
Also, Mami is easy, but this one is the typical tree, the one that our
Okay.
ancestors spoke.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's continue the process. Can you go down? So now, this was just to make sure that we downloaded the right data, because it's very important. And fortunately, you were there, because me, I didn't get anything on whatever you were reading. I will not know if it is correct or not. So now the next process is just running some kind of routine data science task, removing duplicated stuff. So don't worry about it, just run it. You can get back to it later on to try to understand what is going on, but for the moment, you just run it. Yeah. Okay, the next one, there is no to do there, run it again. Okay, that's good. What is next there? Can you scroll down? Okay, no to do again, just run it. So you can see that there is comments on every line of the code, which is great, and one can go through the comments just to understand why this line of code was used. And yeah, I think by reading the comment, you will be definitely fine. But to make this video short, we are in 28 minutes already, so we cannot go through that. We can maybe plan another video to go through the technical part of this notebook. But the point of this first video is just to make someone get started, create a first baseline model, and submit it to the Masakhane repository and become one of the contributors. So that's the target, and that's our purpose for today's video. I like that bed actually. That's good. Okay, can you continue?
Okay, so I should run the next cell.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay.
How do you say run the next cell in Lingala?
So I'm the one asking question here. So okay. Anyway, I will answer you. First, what I'm thinking now, I'm trying to translate it in French first. so that I can move from first to Lingala. NLP is everywhere. So run in Lingala. If I just live translate it, I can say run, sell, oilandi. But this is not pure Lingala because I'm mixing English and Lingala. So I think that if someone from Congo hear this video, he will say that this guy doesn't know how to say run in Lingala. But yeah, you can just say that o exécuter la ligne o isoya. Yeah, something. So you catch me that I add some French as well. Lingala actually in Congo we mix kind of French, Lingala. So anyway, so Salome, you are not asking me question. I'm the one asking question. So yeah. Okay, so I think that there are some data science processing going on in the background. So let's wait it. Can you just scroll down to the next tab? The next step. You can see that the next one is installing the Joey neural machine translation, doing sample processing. Can you just scroll down? Let's just visualize what is waiting for us next. Creating some stuff for machine translation. There's no to do anyway. Can you continue again? All this stuff, just stuff. I think this set I will explain it when we get to that, and the training part. That's great. I think there has been some change since the last time. Okay, great. Can you go back to where we stopped? So we are almost at the end before we launch definitely the training process, and there's something important here that we'll share with you. When you start training a huge model like this, if you were careful, Salomon, I don't know if you noticed in the beginning they said that it will take something like 7 hours, as I think I talked about it. And Colab, definitely, if you leave it for 1 hour, like the free Colab, you will find out that the runtime will disconnect, because Google has made it in such a way that if you don't touch it every time, or if it found out that there's some lapse of inactivity, it will connect the runtime, and what will happen, like in your training, will stop. So to avoid that, there are some tricks that we will share with you. I will put in the description as well. So I will share it with Salome. That she will also apply it in this notebook to allow us after 5 hours, 6 hours later, so that we can have our training completely done. And I think that has been helpful for me personally, because I struggled. I ran it for I think more than 2 days. When I ran, I came back, they said random disconnected. I go random disconnected. So until I went, I was discussing with a friend of mine. I told him that if they put the website Slack Overflow down, some people will resign from their job, because and I'm among some of those people that really use Slack Overflow a lot. So I went to Stack Overflow and I found that wonderful script that I will share with you, that will allow you to keep Colab up, so that your model can finish training. So that is it. This is taking a while, so we have to wait for it. Salome, do you have anything to add or something to say? Yeah.
Yes, so I just want to caution that my tree is not that good. At least I found out today.
Oh, what do you think? But you speak Twi with your friend here at Ami. So what do you mean by not good?
So just like you said, tree for us has the English part and the main tree. Actually, sometimes when they speak, you don't understand. So our generation has adopted the English more. I call it the pigeon tree, because we are speaking, but we are not speaking. So we're speaking some easy words from it and adding some English. So I cannot speak the tree without adding a line of English. That is for me. So,
okay, I see. Yeah. I think that makes sense. When you ask me as well in Lingala, we always find out that we mix some French or some English, in our local languages. So yeah. And I think this kind of task is kind of difficult, or it's challenging for NLP as well. If we try to do translation or live captioning or whatever you're trying to do as a task, and having people mixing languages, for us it makes sense because both language. But for a computer or a trained model, imagine that now we will be done in few hours in creating a baseline model that will be able to translate from English to a language that I don't want to say, or I will say it bad. And imagine now you speak the way you speak with your friend, you mix some English with twee or twee, whatever. Sorry for mispronouncing it. And you will find out that your model will not be able to understand because there are some English inside and it has been trained only to move from English to your language. So those are the kind of challenge that one can face working on mix of language like that. Yeah, but this cell is taking very long. I have no idea why. Yeah, so what we can do now, maybe I should explain the next cell. Can you just scroll down? Because anyway, you can run the next cell because when it is finished, you just keep running everything that is on the loop. Just run the next cell.
Okay, so we install the Jury NMT.
Yeah. And NMT means neural machine translation, just for knowing. You can run also the next one. So those are just, commented on it. So you can take time to read it if you are really interested in the technical part. And we will plan in the future maybe to get back to the technical detail of this. So run again that set. Just keep running. Scroll down.
Okay.
So this is very important. Can you go up a little bit? I just want to read some 2 lines. They say Joe neural machine translation requires a YAML config. So we have provided a template below. You also set a number of default with it that you may play with. So we are using a transformer architecture. So for those that are not familiar with the transformer, you can, if you are interested in the technical part, you can Google transformer. There is this wonderful paper. Attention is all you need, and you will see the architecture of the transformer. Just really beautiful thing to learn and to know. But don't worry about it. But there are some parameters that you can play with. For example, the path size, the number of epoch, the decoder option, are you using the beam size, how do you set it, the evaluation metrics, here we will be using the blue star and stuff like that. So this is the GMAL YAML file down that you can see. Salomey, can you scroll down the YAML file? So this file actually is setting the configuration of all the model. So you can see that on the training process, this is the model that we are using. It's a transformer model, and we set a seed for random seed. We are using Adam as an optimizer, and there are a lot of things. The learning rate, there is a to-do there. Try switching from plateau to some other stuff. So the pass, the epoch. Here we are training only for 30 epoch. You can try to replace 30, maybe put in 20 epoch, they put 100 epoch, everything. So these are the kind of thing that you can try to run and play around to try to increase your accuracy. But our target now is just creating a baseline. So we are going to leave it as it is by default and just run it for 30 epoch with this configuration. So this is just setting all the configuration for this model. Salomey, can you run this cell, please? Okay. So, go down. So, after this one, actually, we have set everything that needs to be set before we start properly training our transformer to be able to learn translation map and store the model in our drive. So that we can keep it and because we'll need it when submitting our baseline model on the main Masakhane project. So one of the things that Salomey we should be doing now, because what is going on in the background now is it is running everything. I think that at this step, one of the things that we can do is to to save this notebook because it was having that other source language. We changed the source language. Let's just save the current working stuff. It will not disturb the running process. Just go to File. Okay, save in GitHub. So this will save, not in Drive, in GitHub. It will save it directly in GitHub.
Save a copy?
Yeah, a copy.
In GitHub, okay.
Yeah. And I'll ask you to, okay, not ask you. Okay, so now we rename it. Call it Starter Notebook Salomey, or put your language name there or something else.
Okay, let's put 3.
Great. So you can click on include a link to collaboratory to collab. Okay. And okay. Let's save this version of you. So it will be creating a copy. Great. So that's great. So this is not, remember, this is not in the main Masakhane project. This is in the 4th version that we created. So if you scroll down, you can see that this is exactly the version that we changed. You can see the target language, and all those are the code that we are running, and we checked, so everything is going on smoothly. Okay, so all the things are running. Okay, get back to our notebook then. Okay, at least now we have a copy of the current notebook. But let's check that the execution is. I think you have challenge to go back to that.
Yeah.
The easy way is just close the Masakhane GitHub. Let's hope that it will bring you back directly to the where we were. No, just close that one. Are you able to?
Closing this is also.
Yeah, I see. It's because of Zoom.
Yeah.
I get the point. So you can maybe try to reduce the size of your that Chrome. Yeah, I mean that, and you can do it from there. Great. Yeah. Yeah, make it big now.
Making it big is a problem.
Maybe you can try to kind of how do it. Or if it is that strong, you can just stop sharing, fix it, and share again, if you don't mind. Because I think it's sharing that caused this issue. I think that.
So I stop or I pause the sharing.
Stop sharing. Anyway, not an issue. Okay, great. Now I think we should be able to do it. And the share back.
Okay. It worked. So I need to go back to Zoom. Share again. Yeah.
Great. So basically this is going. Can you check which cell is running now? Is it still that cell? Down.
It's still the same cell.
Okay.
There's something wrong.
Yeah. That's okay. Anyway, so what we can do now, go back. Let's run the training process.
Train.
Up to the end. Okay, great. So now definitely we've run all the model, and I will now send you the link to that Stack Overflow stuff to allow your GitHub to stay awake, and I will show you how to put it in the Git so that we can speed up the process, because people don't need to wait for all of this, and we will come back to the video when the training is complete, and from there we will show how to save all the required model and how to push it back to the Masakhane main repository. Okay, so now let me try to send it to you in chat. I hope that I still have the link. Okay, wait a minute.
Okay, so when I'm in the presentation mode, I don't see the chat.
Come again?
When I'm in the presentation mode, I don't see the chat.
Oh, yeah, I see, I know. Okay, what you can do now is, I send you the link to your workplace. Just open it quickly and just open the link. So don't worry if you don't understand workplace, but you should just click on it and yeah, cool. Great. So can you scroll down? Yeah. So that is the code. So this is a JavaScript code that you will just copy it, and I'll show you where to paste it. The functionality of this code is when Colab will disconnect, it will reconnect it automatically. Go back to the starter. We face again the same problem.
Yeah.
Okay, can you start? You know, there are too many tabs. Try to delete the time of the last tab there. Maybe by deleting some tab will push in the right side.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now you do Control Shift I think.
Control Shift I.
Yeah. Basically, we want to go to the developer mode. Yeah. Control Shift I. So just keep it in mind. Control Shift I. Maybe I will add it in the description as well. So now, you know, this is the developer mode. Don't worry if you don't understand what is going on inside. I don't understand better. So that's okay. So go to console. You know, if you look at this element and console. Go to console. Okay. Yeah. You see there's like a terminal down at the bottom. And paste down code there. Control V. Paste it there. And confirm. Enter. Yeah. Good. That's finished. Now you go to go. So you can go sleep, take a coffee, or you know, play football, or watch a movie or something, and let the model train for 5 or 6 hours, because you know Colab is only able to keep you on GPU for 12 hours unless you are using the professional Colab, which can go up to 24 hours. But I think that 12 hours is pretty enough to be able to train this model for 30 above. So yeah, we'll have to stop the video now for a few hours, and just to help you guys not wait with us online for 7 hours. I don't even know if YouTube will allow us to do such kind of video of 7 hours. Yeah. So that is it. Salome, anything to add before we go off and come back after the model is finished?
I just want to say that if you're following the notebook, just know that we are just trying to help. So smile when we are smiling and get confused when we are confused.
Yeah. Great. Thank you very much, and yeah, see you at the other side.
See you.
Hello, and welcome back. So we're going to continue with getting some feedback from Salome. As we told you, we had to stop the stream to be able to wait until the running of the model was done. So now, fortunately, we have a trained model. So we'll basically ask Salome briefly in a few minutes to give us how was the experience, what did she go through, and how was it like to fully train a model. And before we go to the process of how can we now submit that model for the Masakhane community to review and eventually approve it as one of the baseline for the translation, that one of our translations. So that basically that will be the plan that we'll follow as we are ending this tutorial. So Salome, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Nice to have you again today.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah. So how was your experience? Can you tell us a little bit from where we stopped? Last time we were running a code that was running, and we kind of used a trick to let the Jupyter notebook stay awake. So from there, can you tell us a little bit in a few minutes how was it? How was the process like?
Okay, so I have had a very, very long week training this model. Actually, the first training didn't work because the GPU got finished. So I had to reduce the number of epochs from 30 to 25. Even at that, the notebook, it kept not running. I was getting some GPU shortage as well. And so finally, after 6 days, I was able to train the model using a different email account. So yeah, that was it.
Oh, good. Do you mean you take 6 days to train this model, or you try 6 times? What do you mean by 6 days? Did you train like you keep your computer running for 6 days? How? I don't understand that part.
No, I mean the shift between the GPU getting finished and trying to retrain it again. So it took me like 6 times.
Okay.
And then it finally worked.
That's good. So which advice will you give to someone who is following this tutorial and maybe is facing the same issue or will be facing the same issue? What can you tell him? Okay,
so what I can say is that gather a lot of GPU. I mean, start on a fresh week where you have a lot of GPU, especially if you want to use the 30 epoch. And okay, so if you try and it's not working, you can try to reduce the number of epochs to see if it works. And if your GPU gets finished and then you have another Gmail account, you can also try using that as well. And also try to monitor the progress of the code, how it's running and everything, and make sure that you are checking it from time to time because you never know what happens.
Okay, thank you very much, Salomey, for this wonderful feedback. So let's now go down in the code. So this is your notebook that is running straight away from your GitHub. And can you go down so that we can kind of see the result of the training process? I think this kind of thing that we discussed last time already. I can see that you added kind of some, there's some new output. No, not there. Can you go down? Yeah, from there. We stopped there actually. This one was running. It took approximately 2 hours, 44 minutes. I think you added this code that will be able to show how long a cell is running.
Yeah.
This great. And can you go down? Let's keep scrolling down. So this is some process going on during the training process. And yeah, keep scrolling. We are setting the BP and setting. Can you show us exactly where one can change the epoch number? I think it should be somewhere.
So when you come inside this place, there is the number of epochs here.
Okay.
So this is what I changed. It was 30 initially, and then I changed it to 25.
Yeah.
So that might be enough.
That would be great. I think this is one of the things that one can do to try to tweak a little bit to add. You can try to change the optimizer. You can try to there are some to do the learning rate, the weight decay. So there are a lot of parameters to play around. Definitely, this is just to show people how to submit a model. We are not saying here that this model is perfect or the perfect way of training this, but just trying to show you how you can go about training a model and submitting it as a part of Masakhane. So I think that is cool. Can you scroll down again? Great. I think this is the training going on. This is great. And yeah, scroll to the next. Don't scroll like within the cell. Just scroll the notebook.
Okay.
Okay. Great. And we have this is now saving the content inside your drive. I think you had an issue here. I can see no such file or directory?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the drive didn't contain this folder,
Okay.
the English to tree baseline,
Okay.
and then the models. So basically from here, it didn't contain it. So we created it normally as
Okay.
a folder in the drive.
I see. Yeah, I think this one of the feedback that maybe we discuss in the community, we need to have maybe that code because it looked like the drive, we didn't create that folder up for some reason, and you have to create it manually in your Google Drive so that you can save the model on that path. That's great. Can we now see the final output? Great. Well done.
Yay.
I can see you have your test blue score of 34.57 and a development blue score of 29.72. This is quite good. And yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so now what we're going to do now is going to the local version of your repository. I think what one can do, I think Salome, did you do it already? Do you have a clone version of your repository? Okay. So if someone didn't do it before, you just forked. I think the last time we just forked it and try to run it from the forked version. What we can do now is can you go to the GitHub to show people how they can git clone it? Yeah, you go to the main GitHub. Let's go one step backward. Great. And you go to clone or download. And you click the link there and you copy it. There are many ways. Some people, but it's better to do it this way. Just you copy that and you go to any terminal, you do git clone and you paste the link. That's all. You have a clone version of this repository in your local computer. So Salome, can you open that version so that we can
the version that is cloned?
Yeah, like can you open in your computer this Masakhane folder? Great. Yeah. Here we are. Can you make it big, please? So there has been some small change in the main Masakhane repository. Now you see that your starter notebook is in a wrong place because it's supposed to be inside the benchmark. We are going to open that benchmark, that folder. Okay. So we need to open a new folder which is from English to your language TWR. But because we don't want to replicate some stuff, I will advise you to just make a copy of my own version. Yeah, if you go to english.lwa, I think that the last folder in the first row. Yeah, here you are. So can you try to copy this one out? Yeah, just create a copy of this. Yeah, you copy and paste it the same place. Great. And now you change it from English. You put now your own language.
So English to Chin.
Okay. Nice. So open it now. Great. So there is the GW300 baseline. Great. So there are some files. Those are the files that were there for the language that I worked on. And you can now take the notebook that was there, try to copy it here inside the new folder.
The notebook that was where?
Just go back before we enter inside benchmark. Yeah. Do you remember starter notebook? Your starter notebook. Yeah, that one. Yeah. You can cut it. Yeah. You don't need it there. Okay.
English to tree. Like the way you mentioned it, tree.
Yeah. Okay.
Paste it here?
Yeah, you paste it there. And you can rename it like Salome something. You can delete that Salomon, that was mine, so you don't need it over there. Salome English to TWI.
Hey.
Ah, this French, you didn't send the S. We have the same name. Yeah, that makes sense. I was hoping that we'll delete everything.
No.
Okay.
So actually, you stole my name, so don't forget.
Yeah, delete my own, please.
So actually, you stole my name, so don't forget. Done.
Okay. Okay, what are we going to do now? So I'm checking something here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we will have to copy some kind of example. There is the with me. If you go, can you go back to the GitHub online and go to benchmarks?
Benchmarks.
One of the folder inside there, yeah. Okay, and open the same English to LWA, my submission. Up. Not very up, down. Just check if you see it somewhere there. You see it?
English to what?
LWA. Just in, like, almost in the middle there. Don't move too much, you see.
English to what? English to, okay, let's go one by one.
It's not in the beginning, just go down. I've seen it already, but yeah, I don't know how to show it to you. Does this have annotation here? It's here.
Oh, okay. I should open that.
Let me try to clean whatever was going here. Yeah. So you can see that there is a README file that is kind of run automatically by GitHub that contains the language, the author, some example of that. So we are going to get the same thing. Remember that you copied this folder for me. So basically, if you submit like this, it will be my information. So what we're going to do is changing this markdown. How to do that? Go back to your folder locally. Okay, you open the readme.markdown with any editor of text that you have. Yeah, that one will be fine. So just change the contents, put your target language, English to your language, and okay. Okay, the first line didn't change. Okay, that is fine. The example now, example 1, you need to take it.
Okay, what about the link here?
Link to drive folder. Yeah, you're right. We should put the link to where the model is. Oh, that's great. So, okay, let's leave it first. Just go to the GitHub and on a notebook, let's copy first the examples. Okay, I think now you'll open the model one. Yeah, go down, right. Wow. Okay, yeah. You copy that example 0. You don't need that title, just take the source, the reference, and the hypothesis.
To the readme. Okay. What is text file? Did I close the text file? No.
I think you open it. It should be somewhere.
find the reference.
Yeah.
And back to the hypothesis.
Is that translation make sense for you?
Yeah. To check it out. It should. Okay, so such cases made agents are both not way of being different. Sometimes it is standard to take a person who they money set a year near in. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. But this is high level cheap. So.
What, does it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It makes sense. Just high level cheap. Of the things you might not know. Actually, is there a shortcut for this?
For this copy session? Yeah, I think we can make it automatic somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Like back and forth.
Yeah. It's annoying. The good news that the viewer can just, put it ×2 or skip this part and see the last part. Yeah. That's the good news. I noticed that on Facebook, when you are watching something, you cannot do ×2. I don't know. I've noticed that. Like, I'm used now to watch movies like times. Oh my goodness! I think I may go out of storage. Let's pop. Okay, these look great. So, can you now go back to your notebook, please? Yes. So now let's go down the yes. Let's take the development blue result. Yeah. Okay, copy it back there. We'll do the same thing as well for the tests. Okay. Great. Can save this, and we're done with the README. Save it and close it. No, there is the link. Okay, so now go to the drive. Google Drive, please. Okay, yeah. We go to one step backward. Model. No, not that way. There is model, EN, transform. Yeah, that path here. Click that model. Okay. I think this is what we're supposed to share. Yeah. So click there and try to share this folder. Go to share.
Share.
Okay, share, yeah. Change the configuration there. Change to anyone with the link. Down. Okay, copy the link.
It's already there.
Okay. Paste it now on the notebook. On the text editor. Yeah. So this is the link to the model. This is amazing. Great. Save it. And you can close it now. So I think we are almost finishing with this. So what now we need is open the local folder that contain. Okay, you can see that we have a result.output. What is there? Can you open that? Oh, so those are the results. Okay, just copy it. Just go back to
the folder.
No, to online, to the notebook, and let's copy the last part.
Which part?
Go back to the notebook. That one, yeah. Copy that last part.
The whole thing?
Yeah, apart the timing. Okay.
And paste it here.
Yeah. We can remove that timing when we did. And that warning as well.
Which one?
There is a warning, PyTorch, something. Just remove it. Just leave the 3 line.
Oh, this one.
Okay, save. Okay. Okay. Go back to the folder. The record folder. So what do we have? Okay. So I think now what needs to be done is to check what are the files that are available in the repository, like my own repository, but that are not that we didn't copy yet from the drive. Can you go back to the local version that you have in your computer? So they are files like config YAML. We have result, we did it already. We have the source vocabulary, the test English, text to target language, the target vocab, and the validation. Can you copy all those files from your drive, please? How to do that? Just go to your Google Drive, down, go to English, to TW baseline, and let's start by text, English. Okay, go there first. Okay. Try to save it here. Okay. Okay, why is it not finding it?
No idea.
You can close that one and open it. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So you can take the source and the target and the validation at the same time. Just click on the 3 by pushing your control button so that you can select the 3 at the same time.
And this one and this one.
Okay. And the config, yeah, man.
Yep, selected.
Okay, so download those. This Google Drive, it's like zipping stuff. Do they have to zip this? Okay, so copy, open.
No, what do we have? We have SRC copy. This. What's left?
Check the folder.
I think test to tree.
Yeah, test English and test 3. Just, yeah, test the 2. I think you should go back. It's not there. It's not in that folder.
So, where is it? It's here.
Yeah.
Test. Okay. We were supposed to take text to English, yeah?
Yeah, take the 2. Test to English and test to 3.
Test to tree. Oh, so.
Text to, not trend, that is trend. Take the test to TW. And take also the BP 4000. I remember that we had to add it.
Which one? This one?
BP 4000, yeah. But anyway, so remove you selected the trend, we don't need the trend. Anyway, by submitting this, if like they want something else, they will just get back to you to add it. So they just add this and yeah, make a pull requests. Okay, so now you can get those from your download. Okay. that the same folder that you exit? Really? Yes.
Control C, this one. This one. So where are we putting it?
Benchmarks. Your folder English to GWI.
English to tree.
Replace. You can remove test.lua with that benefit LWI. Okay. You go take the other zip file.
Okay, downloads. What's the other one? I don't know which one is which.
Yeah, the one you downloaded it. I think the second one, the second zip. Not that one, not that one, the other one. Great. So we have everything to go. Open a terminal in this repository. Git status. Okay, so we deleted that one. And oh yeah, go back to the main Masakhane cd dot. No.
Oh, I should go to.
Yeah. Go back, backward, okay. Backward again. Again. Actually, you can call a past command just by using the up arrow. Do git status. Great. So benchmark is there. So now git commit. Git add. Sorry. Add all. Dots. Okay. Git commit. -m. In the comment you put English. Salomey English to TWI baseline. You didn't put the code.
Salomey English to tree.
Yeah. Right.
What happened?
There's no space between commit and -m. Okay. Okay. Git push. Your username.
And the password.
Are you sure that is your username?
Oh, no.
Answer again, confirm, and let it give an error.
Okay, sir.
Call that command again with IRO, like you're going up, okay?
You know my own thing better than me now.
So this is your GitHub password?
Yep.
No.
What?
Something wrong with it.
Git push. I'm not really good with passwords, so forgive me.
Great, so now our change has been submitted. Can you now open your GitHub, Masakhane GitHub? Okay.
Oh, okay, that's the same problem again.
Okay. Right. But we go back to the benchmark to check that everything has been. Can you find CWI? Yeah, I can see it.
How are you always very fast with this?
Salomey English to TW. You can see it from the committees there. It just
2 minutes ago, yeah.
okay. That look good. Try to open it. Let's make sure that everything is okay. I think we just have 2 minutes left. Great. Okay. So now go back to the main, yeah, go back to Masakhane MT. Yeah, great. And from there go to pull requests. It's just below clone. Pull request. Yeah. Yes. You go create a pull request. Okay. Title English to TWI. And some writing. This is my benchmark for English 3 from Ghana with Solomon online. You can write anything.
English. So she.
Yeah. I think that's okay.
Tutorials with Salomon.
You don't need to include that. Okay. Depend. What? Why are you putting all of this? You don't have to put it. It will be in the main repository. Just leave it simple. Just call it English to TWI. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Let's finish it. Pull requests. I think I'll be getting an email now. Great. So congratulations, we've made a pull request. There are 17 of them. I hope that we are working on it. Yeah, you'll get some email when it is approved. Yeah, it is the email I was waiting for. So I'm going to evaluate it and get back to you. So congratulations to everyone who's following this online. This is how the submitting process look like. Now we have made a pull request. The work is now at the Masakhane level. They need to evaluate the code to make sure that everything is working smoothly before they add you as a contributor of Masakhane, and specifically for the language that you have submitted. So thank you, Salomey, for accepting going through this long, tough process with me. And I hope that people that follow this have enjoyed it. Sorry if it was too boring, but yeah, hope that you really liked it. Is there any other thing that you'd like to say before we finish this video?
Good luck to people that want to translate their language, and more grace to their elbows.
Okay, I didn't get that one. What does it mean?
Forget it.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Stay connected, and thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.